He has a doctorate of clinical psychology, founder of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Let's welcome Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
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 Black men get the white women that other white men genuinely do not want. You don't get the top of the line white women. You don't. You get leftovers. Look at most of our celebrities. They did not marry women who came from the richest white families. Black money and white money don't behave the same. New black money will jump on any poor white girl and make her a billionaire, Tiger Woods. No interracial relationship is acceptable because we have too many black women who are unmarried. Black women are the largest population on the planet Earth. If you can't find one in America, get it from Africa. If you can't get it from Africa, go to the Caribbean, go to Canada, go to Europe. Why would a black man need to copulate, build a family with anything other than a black woman when you have so many black women available? It is an exercise in self-hatred. There's no way to get around it. It's easy to judge people when you're comfortable, which is why I tell black educated folk, because they can be very bourgeoisie.
Absolutely.
I can't stand those bourgeoisies who grew up in the ghetto, got their masters and doctorate. Now you acting like you forgot what it was like to be in the hood. That's why Karl Marx, and I'm no socialist, but that's why Karl Marx said religion is the opiate of the people.
She's aware, but you can't take it.
That's why Napoleon Bonaparte said religion is the system that keeps the poor man from killing the rich man.
I filmed one of the nights as well.
And then the white man give you all these black millionaires and all these black billionaires, and you politically uneducated Negroes start thinking because you got an Oprah and a Tyler and a LeBron and a Sean Carter and a Puffy Combs, you start thinking black people making progress because we get a few new millionaires every year. How foolish you are. Don't you know the white man is creating black millionaires on purpose to distract away from the fact that most of our people are only a rock's throw better today than we was when we got out of slavery 150 years ago. The millionaire is a distraction away from the fact that 2/3 of our kids are living in poverty. So don't come bringing me a few rich Negroes on TV. What good is 100 black millionaires when you got 49 million black people living in hell? Wake up and smell the damn coffee. And you ninjas still in love with the Democratic Party. Somebody tell me, what in the hell have the Democrats done in these 100 years to get every black vote they want whenever they want? Did you see what Joe Biden did to you? Joe Biden gets elected, tells black people on the Breakfast Club that if you don't vote for me, you're not even black.
You're not even black.
And the first day of office, not the second day of office, not the third day of office, not the fourth, the first day of office, he signs an anti-transgender hate bill. And then a couple weeks later, you have the Asian parlor massacre in Atlanta. And that was wrong. Those women didn't deserve to lose their life. I can say that. But what I can't understand is how do Chinese women experience one tragedy? And after one tragedy, they get an executive order. They get a federal anti-hate bill that is so strong that if you call a Chinese a racial slur, you can be convicted of a federal crime. What? But black people been catching hell for 400 years, and you ain't got no anti-black hate bills. The George Floyd police bill still sitting on the president's desk. I ain't got no problem with justice for red people. I ain't got no problem with justice for white people. I ain't got no problem with justice for brown people. I ain't got no problem with justice for yellow people. But until there is justice for black people, I can care less about what everybody else gets. And you Negroes better stop pulling other people's issues into your own. I am tired of black people across Michigan talking about some black and brown. I ain't had a brown person say brown and black yet. You so multicultural. Because your God don't see no damn color. And Joe Biden take your money and give it to the Ukrainians. Can somebody explain to me how the hell the Ukrainians could come to America, ain't paid no taxes, ain't work a job, they get free housing, free medical, free education, and they could get an SSI check. And you got homeless black people all over Michigan on the street with no income, but the Ukrainian can come and get in front of the line before a black person. And y'all talking about multiculturalism. Well, let me explain something to you about multiculturally religious immature Negroes. There is no culture that has ever come to America to stand in unity with black people. If I am wrong, I need you to name me one group. Name me one group of people. I don't care if it's the red man, the white man, the brown man, or the yellow man. Name me one group of people that has ever come to America to help you fight against injustice. The Latinos ain't never fought with your ass systemically. The white man ain't never fought with you systemically. Yeah, you had a few individual whites. I'm talking about as a community, have they ever backed you up? Ain't no Chinese thinking about you. I just saw a story about the Chinese taking over Africa, and these arrogant ass Chinese had a nerve to open up a Chinese restaurant in Nigeria and said no blacks could come in it. You talk about some damn arrogance? I'm gonna go to the blackest country in Africa, open up a dead squirrel and dog burger shop. And say no black people can come. Now don't be laughing, because you eat those Chinese chicken wings. Oh yes you do. Can I ask you a question? Why is the chicken wing that they sell at the Chinese store look different than any other chicken wing you ever seen? Have you noticed how soft the meat is? How tender, it ain't no bone in it. You're like, damn, this is a really special chicken. Because it ain't no damn chicken. That is barbecue skunk. That is house rat. Dog, oh yeah. And healing body parts. That's a damn hand you just ate. That ain't no meat. And if you think I'm making this up, when I was in China, guess what they told me in China? Let me tell you what they told me in China. They said, Dr. Umar, nobody leaves their dogs outside overnight in China. I'm telling you what I was told in Beijing. I'm telling you. Why do Chinese people not leave their dogs outside? And they told me people will steal them and eat them. So if you think if they eating dogs in China, and you wonder why you don't see no more stray dogs in the black community, have you noticed that? Remember back in the 90s, there was a stray dog in there. Your ass ain't seen a stray dog in Kalamazoo. Remember the dog with your 3 legs and take out hands? What happened to him? His ass became General Toast chicken. That's what happened to him. Brothers and sisters, I've come to you today because I have total faith in our ability to overturn our situation. Marcus Garvey said, if the black man and woman would come to understand themselves today, we would have a new reality tomorrow. It don't take much, but here's what it does take. You have to hate racism more than we hate each other. Come on. Until we hate racism more than each other, nothing changes. Somebody said, Dr. Umar, you raised all that money for a school. Shouldn't you have built a military? I said, no. Because the worst thing you can give to a self-hating Negro is a weapon to kill other black people. Before you can have a military revolution, economic revolution, political revolution, spiritual, cultural, social revolution, you got to have a psychological revolution. Constitution. If you don't change the way black people think, feel, and act, you change nothing about black people. I want you to take your phone out because I'm going to give you my cell number. This is my first time to KALAMAZOO, and I'm going to make sure black parents can reach their own school psychologist when you have issues with your children. I do charge a consultation fee of $75 to consult with you by phone and $100 to consult with you virtually if you want to do a Zoom or a FaceTime and look at my beautiful face. But I also want to say this. If your child has been classified as intellectually disabled, which was once known as mentally retarded, if any of you here have a child who got an evaluation and they determine your child to be intellectually disabled, which means they have an IQ score of less than 70, I do not charge a penny for those consults. I do them for free. All you got to do is email me that report. Get it scanned at the damn Office Max and you email that to me. Because I don't want no black boys and no black girls walking around Western Michigan thinking they're retarded because their black mother and father were easily scammed by the psychologist. The worst thing you can tell a child to their face, you retarded. It's worse than ADHD. It's worse than a reading disability. And that takes me to another point. Will you please stop sharing these labels with your children? Can somebody tell me the benefit of telling a second grader you got a math disability? Can somebody tell me the benefit of telling a third grader you got a reading disability? Can somebody tell me the benefit of telling a sixth grader you emotionally disturbed? Why would you put an invisible glass ceiling over your child's potential? Why would you take the opinion of a white man and translate it into a reality for your child? See, yesterday I was trying to read. Yesterday I was trying to read. But today you told me I'm reading disabled, so I'm not trying no more. Yesterday, I was trying to control my emotions. Yesterday, I was trying to behave better, but you told me I got ADHD. I'm not trying no more. Stop telling your children what these white people think of them. If you want to believe it, that's your problem. Don't make it his. Phone number, 215-989-9858. I repeat, 215-989-9858. For my special ed parents, let me say it one more time. 215-989-9858. Now let me explain something to y'all. I do not answer the phone if your name is not stored in my phone. So that means your first communication to me is a text message telling me who you are. I was at the lecture and I got an issue with my son. They want me to get him tested. I don't agree with it. I need a consult, doc. You need to buy the book is what you need because that got all the letters you need. But some of y'all too lazy to read. So if you want to pay me $75 every time you got a problem, well, you can read a whole book for $50 and never need me again, it don't matter. I'll take your money if you want to give it. But I want you to know you can always reach me. Don't call me, don't text me the day before no damn meeting. I'm sick and tired of black people texting me on Monday about a 9. Doc, we got to talk today. No, we don't. You should have told me last week. I got a life. So give me a couple days to get back to you, and we can make it happen. Let me give you my email address in case you need to send me paperwork in preparation for our telephone or virtual consultation. My direct email, nobody checks it but me, is DRUMAR Johnson. No period after doctor, just DRUMARJOHNSON@yahoo.com. So now you have my personal email and you have my personal cell number. Black women, it ain't that type of party. I'm scandal free. Don't start it.
Came with change, I'm amazed, take the high road. Made the play bet on my game, I'm a splash code. Can't complain, I make it rain, heavy cash load. See my veins, I get the gains, you a slimy troll.